hardworking men making dreams come true.
But this is actually Crotalus scalatus salvini.
The big one's hurt. It's perfect size. That's how you use it.
31 monocled cobra eggs from Big Bertha.
We gotta clean some poop, we gotta clean some sheds, we gotta clean some waters. And maybe afterwards we might even be educational, but I doubt it. Beautiful Chinese vipers and I have a tough history of close calls. What is up, cool cats and kittens? We are here digging holes with the hole digger himself. That sounds racist. Chandler's Wildlife. Over there, you might not be able to see him.
I love holes. I like getting in them. I like making them.
You know what I mean? All right, sweet. So we're gonna get to digging and doing some shit. Until then, enjoy this nice, beautiful time lapse of hardworking men making dreams come true. Sweet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've been digging he's been digging all day. Chandler and I were about an hour in. We got a lot of holes there. That's staying in the video no matter what.
Don't! Only if my tits look tight.
They look tight. They look tight. So we got, maybe 5 more holes a day. Man, I'd hate to be the guy that messed with us. Alrighty, we got the sweat equity paid. Now it's time to pay our poop equity, guys. There's 2 equities you gotta pay. Sometimes you pay one, sometimes you pay the other. Today, we're paying both. And here it is, folks, the Mangshan pit viper. And those of you who have been watching the Duff Nation for quite some time, since back in my Tyler Nolan days, you know, these snakes and I have a bit of a rough history. Now, luckily, no envenomations, knock on wood. Well, I'll knock on it once the mag's off of there. Beautiful Chinese vipers and I have a tough history of close calls, mostly when I'm behind the camera, so that's good. They bounced off my fingers, they bounced off my knee, they bounced off my pectoral muscle. We've come really, really close with these snakes.
I got a buddy. He's just hearing this for the first time.
Yeah, that's the thing about when you're filming venomous snakes, it's almost, I'm not gonna say more dangerous than handling the venomous snake, because obviously it's not, but it's up there because you get so locked in, or at least me personally would be so locked in, getting a good shot that I'd forget it's a bomba-clad snake right on your finger, man. Especially with these, Mangshan vipers are so springy, they can launch half, 2/3 of their body in one strike. Man, the first time I met Dingo, I was so excited to see him. Completely forgot we were filming with a grumpy Mangshan viper. Bounced right off my index finger. Lucky for me, mouth was closed by then. And lucky for me, this snake seems to be on its best behavior. What a beauty though. Easily one of the coolest pit vipers on the planet. Recently discovered they get discovered in 1997.
Time flies though. It's already been like a good chunk of time. I remember the day that happened and Dingo was just like, "Oh, Pepe! We almost lost old Pepe!"
He had all the best sayings, man.
Dude, yeah, he had
a way with his words that most people can't dream of having. And he was right, because I did really, really start shaking right after that. Guys, I got so distracted. I'm a little absent-minded right now. Not reactions and stuff, but I did forget that I got the snake out to clean the water. And we're gonna give him a little dumpy dump on the head. Hey. Oh! Oh! Sorry, sir. He not like it. He said don't like it.
Clip it, trailer.
Guys, that one's going in the intro. And the most important part about getting a snake out, putting them back safely and secure. Nothing, that was with the snake hook. Where's the lock? Here it is. Guys, I've had almost enough caffeine today to the point where I've circled back and the brain's working less hard. So it's gonna be an exciting episode. Now, last time we were here, we did take a peek at these guys, but you know I love a blue Insularis. I love myself a Komodo Island Pit Viper. And every time I see one, I'm reminded that my green Insularis ate my blue Insularis. So,
same.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell, dude? It's the thing about cohabiting snakes, especially these tree vipers, squams and Insularis. They eat each other. That's just what they do. It's science. So we're gonna get these out. We've got some some unfinished meals, some shed skins, some poops, a few levels above a spot clean. It's not quite a deep clean, but it's certainly not just a spot clean. Guys, comment down below hashtag Chandler Hunky or hashtag Chandler Chunky. That works. Curse. Oh, dude, damn, he missed that. He just bit the absolute out of that hook. I miss having such a photogenic snake in my collection. My squams, you know, there is something to be said for the squams. They have that beautiful dragon-shaped face with those super keeled scales. This is a fucking blue snake. Dude, I remember when I was in Reptile Roundup, I was like 10 years old, I was in Reptile Roundup, and I drew a blue snake, and my camp counselor said, man, it's so cool. Wouldn't it be really cool if there was actually blue snakes in the wild? And I told him there were, and he said, no, there aren't. Look at me now. I'm holding them, and you probably are in jail. So, joke's on you. Balloon Slayers, Komodo Island Pit Viper. We gotta clean some poop, we gotta clean some sheds, we gotta clean some waters, and maybe afterwards we might even be educational, but I doubt it. Guys, I hate to sound like a broken record, but it's gotta be.
Please don't say it.
One of the most beautiful things.
No!
We're gonna put these guys back, guys. Sorry, no education today, just pure
One fact, go.
blue. All right.
Jeez.
I filmed an episode with a major network, and I broke my phone during the episode during a python capture. And the producer said, oh, don't worry, we'll pay for the phone. You get yourself a new phone. So old Duff strolled down to the Apple store, got himself a new phone.
Phone number blocked.
And dude, they hit me up, they go, oh, sorry, we were mistaken. We cannot cover the cost of the phone. I go, it's a good thing I got the 16 and spend extra money trying to rob you of your money. Guys, I know we hinted at it last time I was here, but Chandler's now released the full video so we can really talk about it.
We got 31 monocled cobra eggs from Big Bertha.
Holy crap.
And I just want to make sure they're not getting too dry. I'm using my new Mike Wilbanks incubator from Mike Wilbanks or Mike Wilbanks Reptiles.com. They have the best incubators, and I just want to wet their perlite, their substrate a little bit so it has a nice humidity. But yeah, get a nice shot of that. Look at these 31 eggs, 33 eggs total.
With the 2 slugs,
and one
yeah.
monocled cobra. A huge clutch.
No wonder she was so fat, dude.
Dude, I felt so bad for her. I was like, how's she not burst with these eggs yet? But they look great. I think I'm going to get a high fertility rate.
And you gave some to Stone, right?
What?
You gave some to Stone, didn't you?
What do you mean?
Some eggs.
No, he actually had his... He
Oh,
got
those
eggs.
were his?
The same time I got eggs, he got eggs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he produced his own monocled. He produced his first ever cobra egg. So hopefully
dude.
he has successful hatching, and I do too. His eggs look better than mine, honestly, so he should be fine. They look huge.
Oh, yeah.
So
Well, Big Bertha's kind of an old lady, eh?
Big Bertha, I know I've said it in previous videos, but I'm 27 years old. I met Big Bertha when I was probably 15, 16 years old, when my buddy used to own her.
Wow.
And she was the first cobra I ever handled growing up.
Wow.
I don't know how old she would be now, because when I met her, she was probably like a year old or 2 years old.
Wait, you're 27, you met her when you were 13?
Like 15 or something
So
like
yeah,
that.
she's
Comment below, what's the math? I've known her for a long time.
Wow.
She's doing great. She's recovering. She's eating again, so she's doing awesome. And these eggs look fantastic. And I had my first clutch with her. First ever time producing my own cobras, so I know exactly what to do this time. And I'm just gonna let these guys incubate. When they start pipping, I'll let them come out on their own. I'm not gonna try to assist or anything, and get a nice high hatch rate. There's like 1 or 2 eggs that I try to help with, and it just didn't end up helping. They ended up being stillborns. You can't like force them out of the egg, because if they're not ready to breathe oxygen, they'll actually drown outside the egg. Maybe mid to end of May, we'll be getting cobra eggs hatching, so that's really exciting. You know, I saw a male Indonesian king cobra available, but I'm not financially in a position right now to buy another snake, and I don't have an enclosure.
Everyone, go to chandlerswildworld.com, book your tours, and donate so Chandler can get another
Honestly,
king cobra.
just one or 2 tours and I could afford to get another snake, and a couple more tours I could buy a nice big cage. Here's the thing, I could either get a male Indonesian king cobra and breed it to Justina and get Indonesian kings next year, or before this year's over and the next breeding season starts, I can try to get a Malaysian king cobra female for this male. I'd rather breed the Malaysians than the Indos, but I'm down to do either or. Just to breed a king cobra would be amazing. It's a dream come true for me. Just picked this guy up. We're about to set him up, but I put him in here so he could eat. This was a gift from Mark McCarthy over at McCarthy's Wildlife Sanctuary. Big shout out. It doesn't,
Oh my.
it's super pretty. It doesn't look like much. It's actually deep in shed right now, but this is actually Crotalus scalatus salvini. This is the Mexican Mojave rattlesnake that turns pink, or even like a reddish pink with crazy reddish pink eyes and black saddles. So they look like this when they're young, and then they start to turn pink red when they're older. So it's a big baby. It's a couple months old. already eating. That's what that mark is right there. And I'm gonna set it up later. So a little hint to what's to come. We're hopefully going to McCarthy's together soon. And you can make a video over there and I'll make a video and we'll catch up with old Mark McCarthy. Super cool stuff.
All right, we were gonna end the video, but KJ just noticed something pretty damn cool. One of the coolest things about keeping pit vipers, especially these pit vipers with these large fangs like this, the Gaboon just dropped a fang. We're gonna get it out. We got this, we got this. We are
Say
secure.
it. Double check. Double check. Be super careful because it could have, it fell out the side of the mouth, so it could have venom in it.
This very well could still have Gaboon viper venom in it. And I don't know if you've heard the rumors, but they're pretty fucking venomous. So I'm gonna grab it by the sharpest part. And guys, for reference, my hands are 29 inches long. So these are big fangs. No, I mean, these are the largest fanged pit vipers on the planet, or I guess snakes on the planet, pushing up against 2.5 inches. Some people say 3. I don't quite believe it. But this right here, I mean, that's over an inch, I'd say, if you straightened it out at least. I mean, an inch, you don't want an inch of anything going into you. It would hurt. Anything bigger than an inch is way too much. The big ones hurt. It's perfect size. That's how you use it. Anyways, so they're not gonna go through as many teeth as, let's say, a crocodilian would, breaking off dozens and dozens of teeth, maybe even per meal. However, as you can see, here at Chandler's Wild World, quite a bit of fang collecting going on. All different species here, but a lot of the big ones are from Gaboon vipers. Now you saw in our video a few weeks ago when we were force feeding our Wagler's viper, I'm gonna put this in here. We were force feeding our Wagler's viper, you saw on one of hers, she actually had 2 fangs. And that's one new fang that's basically pushing the old fang out, getting ready to recycle. It's not a problem when they lose their fang, but you do have to be very careful when you clean out their poop. Go in there, you just grab their poop like we do, spicy meatball style, real aggressive like, ow, something pricked me. Then you think to yourself it was just the mulch. No, buddy, you just got envenomated by poop. Not cool.
And I've been in that situation.
Really?
I've had a fertilized fang jab right into my hand. Not this finger, but right in my hand. And then one time in front of guests, I take out these fangs and I'll pull one out and show it to them. And literally, ding, and it was stuck in my finger. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go in the bathroom for a second and squeeze my finger and look in the mirror dramatically for a second.
Bro, it's like the story, anyways, I won't drop a name, but it's like a story one of our buddies told me when I first started working with venomous. He got bitten by a monocle cobra, and this is not someone you guys really know, so I'm not gonna say his name. And since the cobra venom isn't painful like viper venom, he said he just stared in the mirror for 45 minutes and waited to see if he got dizzy. Never got dizzy, never went to the hospital, ended up being a dry bite.
Oh, I know who it is.
Yeah, I know you know who it is, but
Yeah.
that's the craziness of handling these snakes, guys. There's so many things that can go wrong. It's our job to make them go right.
Subscribe to Chandler's Wildlife, sponsor of Duff Does Nature Stuff.
Guys, donate. He needs a king cobra. Donate. KJ.
I don't. I have so much stuff to build. I do want a female king cobra or a male king cobra, but don't worry about it, guys. I'll take care of it. I'm not asking for donations like the rest of these fellas on the YouTubes. I'm not trying to take your money like that. I'll give you a tour and take your money. Give you a good time.
Tour's going up to 70 views. Well,